Right, you ready, guys? Will we rock and roll?
Yes,
Okay.
let's do it. Yes.
So, guys, the first thing is the coach. Okay, so you're all great. Like, you're trying to kind of dress like a tennis coach, and you're very enthusiastic. And when you get to the kids, I greet them and say, you know, how you doing? My name is Helen. I'm here to coach you guys. What are your names? And get all the names down. Now, the first day, it's very hard to know the ball. When you're looking at the sheet, you get to know them. The kids love when you know their names. You know. Now, we're going to go right into it. So the first thing is you must remember that young kids probably never had a racket in their hand, you know? So you've got to get eye-hand coordination. So everybody can use this phrase. If you want me to go with those, the far yellow line. There's a lot more iron, I'll tell you. Now, how's that?
That's good. Yeah.
So you know what to do. It's like, lovely. Excellent. I'm getting on Emily's side. Now, give them a point and get that. Stopping it, flicking it back. So nothing that. And the beauty of the drop down lines, you can use something else and you wander around in between them, you know, so you get that bit, guys. So then that'll obviously take a lot of time, like we're doing really rapidly. What you try and do is and now this time Emily's going to roll it to me. I'm going to stop it, send it across, she's going to stop it. Okay, and you can use your racket for this one in. So I'm going to flick it to you, you stop with your racket, Emily, and hit it back to me. That's all about it. So I was a role in this school last week. Are you lefty, Emily?
Yeah.
Great. And you know, we did this for virtually the whole class. We'd half our classes, but you don't even like to get bored. Okay, so you do that. Again, Anthony, I show you, do them under the fingers. You'll always get one or two that aren't. So, you know, get the rest of them doing something else. Don't spend all the time with the weak players. You know, because the experienced players, there's a 10 times anybody else. How's that? 107, 108, 110. Is that okay?
Perfect. Yes.
Super. Now, okay. So the next thing is they're going to be hitting right. So what I would do is, for you to see me hit, you don't have to move over this side. So you want that right there. You can tell the kids that you want to coach or whatever you like to be called, first name or whatever. So that's, you know, you want to relax the kids. You don't want to lose discipline altogether, but you want to keep it like easy. So then if they get really good, you get them in your rally. So will you go over that side, Joshua? So now they're pretty good. They're maybe 8 years old, okay, and they can rally, and they want to play tennis. So come up a little bit, Joshua. Now all we're going to do is tap it over, let it bounce, and tap it back. We're not going to put that. Sorry, I should let that bounce. Always get them to let it bounce. Because if you start volleying, they'll just put themselves off the court. So we're like, we'd be too advanced now. So use your left hand this time, Joshua.
Go, Joshua. You're good at the left hand, Joshua.
How's that on
That was a slide one, Mike. Jesus.
Now, I was just showing you guys, the kids won't be able to spin the ball like Joshua, okay? And I didn't chase it because I was kind of a torn of killers. So that's very good. So you bring them on to that. Okay, so now we're at the net, which is great. So the next thing you want to do is get them to serve, okay? So different kids, different ability levels. Maybe here for the small guy. Well, I wouldn't go mad with the serve the small guy. You can hang on to this, Joshua. I'd say to them, you can drop it like that, and tap it over. You hang on to it, good job. You can hit it out of your hand, or you can do the high five. So spin nice and flat. Now, guys, that's perfect. So for the last one, let's go to I'll give you one each. That's the med ball. You know, you can buy from shops and all that kind of stuff, and that's where people get grant for the bring it in, you know. So it's that size, right? Then it's the orange ball. The orange court then is a bit bigger. So you know your red court down the service box. You can make it very easy, you know, on yourself. Put a couple of, you know, courts or things there. This is the orange court, right? Same thing. The orange court you hit from this way. So we'll give Helen and Claire a shot at this one. Okay, and we'll all move off the court. Have you got an orange one there, Josh? Brilliant. Thanks, Emily. Now, oh yeah, a real racket. So I'm going to get them rallying up and down here.
Yes.
Okay. So, oh great. No. Tap it over onto your hand. I'll drop the ball and then rally with that. that's it. You kind of cooperate, so you're not trying to beat each other. And it's great for coach misses going as well. Oh yeah, it's good. Okay. So again, the only difference is they're serving from further. Now, you start telling them you've got to go diagonal. So I asked them to chess the bishop. So they go, oh yeah. So they go, I know how to play chess first. So anyway, and we have a little competition then called Grand Slam. So Grand Slam is you ask them, do they know the Grand Slams? And you go Australia, France, Wimbledon, US, right? And you get a slam every time you get one in. So the first person to get 4 slams wins. They could be like Rafa 4 French, or they could be 2 and 2. So you have to line them down, and they get quite competitive with that, which is great. And it's not that hard. What you do is you put the younger kids here, under the top of the others, so they're all proficient. That's kind of fun. So that's the orange court, really. That's the only change. The orange court. Now, any idea the kind of age of the kids you have, Helen?
Yeah, I think it's quite. The 11 to 12, I think, is a mixture between 6 up to 10, maybe.
Yeah, 11 to 12 is good now, because they can play.
Oh, sorry, the time is 11 to 12.
Oh, sorry.
Kids are,
What age are
kids
kids?
are between
Start
6
at 5.
Yeah, between 6 and 10.
And what's your second group then? Over 10?
Yeah.
Well, between 6 and 10, I keep it very simple. You can always make it a bit harder for the better ones. Make them move. Oh yeah, one thing we've got to do is, you know where we're rolling days? Say, can I borrow Helen for a second? So Helen, this is our net now, which is great. Okay? So now the difference, Helen, is you stand there, I'll stand here. We got to roll the
With
ball
a racket
to the net.
or no racket?
No racket, no racket. This is all about great skill. So we got to roll the ball to the net. So every time I do this, get points. That's 1 to me. That's 1 to you, Helen. So we're really good there, right? So now we make it harder. Actually good. Now it's going to be harder. Okay. So you ready now? And we got to get right through the lines.
More for the camera, please.
Say that again.
Do it again for the camera.
Sure. See, right through the line. You're allowed to hit the yellow thing. That's it. One more. One
Yeah.
more. So just add that on to what I showed you already. Now, we're doing that all day. So if you have a lot, I mean, don't kill yourself. You know, every hour, you have, because they won't travel as much. And then all you do is you go on with them and you go different lengths. Now, the thing is, you should mix it up with games, because if it's all technical stuff, they get bored. Okay, so we play different games. Now, we'll start off with the guys who can play a bit. We'll say you're 9, we say you're 10, 11, 12, right? So Helen and Claire over that side. You want to be able to get the ball over there. Now, I can't pass the judge, but if we had 6 there, they extremely good. So the players go back to the middle. I often have 12 now. So you're all over the place, right? And you can pass so I can pass the judge. So all it is, I'm president, right? So every time you don't get the point, I get a point. So you miss, I get the point. I miss, I go down to the bottom, Josh was president. You okay on that? And what's going to happen is, Emily will come in and something happens. So what you got to stay in the service boxes. You can hit either me or you can hit Josh, right? Lovely. Oh, okay, that's our point. Now,
I'm out.
Emily, you're on. Yeah, Helen's out.
And you're still the president, right?
I'm president. I got some point. I'd be far better than Mike. Okay. Shouldn't be that hard, I suppose. Oh no, Emily, you're off again. 2 points.
We just keep this going.
Well, you could, like, absolutely good. Again, like everything, you know, building absolutely.
No.
Oh, so it's very obvious, guys. I just be just
Keep going for the camera.
one more round, Emily.
Oh, Emily, get it in.
One of you guys. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Somebody did very well there. So, you wouldn't just scared to just pick up the drop the line, and you pop it to that. Yes, you did right. Put that one to go back. And you just put them in the bag. Now, again, this is for the younger folks. So keep the ball each, guys. Now we're going to make it very easy. First of all, we'll have to move you behind the Marin because otherwise Emily might fall over you. That'll be
All
the
right.
end. Who do we get to do the video then? So okay, or even there is good. So basically, what we're going to do is going to make it really simple. Egg and spoon is the first one. So you literally put the ball in your racket and you walk up. Now, if you want to be nasty, you say to them, every time you drop the ball, you go down and go back. But we want to do that too because it's kind of nice. So let's walk up and down and hold the ball on the racket. Oh, Helen is very solid. It's a race between Helen and Claire, I'm thinking here.
It's a race.
Now,
Oh, you should have
there you
said.
go. Now, see the way she went fast.
Can
I won.
Can I have somebody helping me to film this part?
Yeah.
Because I
Were you
love.
helping Joshua? Great.
Yeah. So what I like you to do is film one of the people doing the thing, but a close up with the ball.
Okay.
You know, like a ball view or something like that.
Sounds good to me.
So this
that was
is
easy,
ready
guys,
for
wasn't it?
you. You
Yeah.
can
So the
hold it
next one
here
now
if you
is-
like. It's recording already.
The next one is.
So maybe
Pancake.
follow
So pancake is like-
from behind.
Yeah, okay.
And
Now again,
from
what I
behind,
say to
yeah,
them with
yeah.
pancakes is they'll be dropping the ball, right? Just pick it up and keep going.
Try and get it in the. So do you
wanna
want to
try
see
that,
what's
guys?
filming there?
Yeah.
You're right to go.
And when you're ready.
And rip it up.
Oh, look at
Okay.
you all
follow her.
off.
Oh, Helen, you're cheating already. It's terrible.
Claire, you're not supposed to run.
Look at that for control. When you're moving pretty fast, somebody wasn't running. The only one that's doing it by the book is Emily.
That's where she
That okay?
Oh, thank you so much. Perfect, perfect. Good job.
It gets harder.
Yeah.
So now, guys, we've got flip the pancake. So let's see how many of you can do
Oh,
that.
can you do that too?
Okay, I'll be watching now, guys.
This racket.
Hang on, don't do it yet. We're going to film it.
Okay.
Could you use
stuff
Josh's
Yeah.
record?
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah, you can
mind
use
if I
mine, yeah,
use your
first.
record for a second?
I have no excuse.
Lovely.
Oh, don't be
No
giving
excuse.
her any help there. Jesus.
Now, are you ready, guys? And
Yeah.
you say to them, first of all, do you know what we're doing? Because you'll always get one standing there and you go, do you know what we're doing? So say to them, any questions? Or off you go, guys. Flip the pancake. Well, Claire isn't doing a run already. Helen, Claire, I guarantee you guys, you drop that ball. Oh, hey! I told you, Claire. Look at that, steady as she goes, Emily.
Brilliant.
So now there's
Thank you so
another one.
much.
No
You're going to like this one. When they're a little bit better, it's called walk the dog. That's where you're going. So walk the dog takes quite a bit of skill.
Oh, not so.
So this is walking the dog, right? You're walking along with the dog in front of you. You're not losing the dog. You're not going too far. If you're really good, your dog is at this level, okay? Now, do you know what you're going to do there, guys? So you're going to walk like this, as if you had a dog, walking along like that, and it's controlled. Obviously, if the ball going down, what's very important here is Helen doesn't come right across Emily. Emily doesn't crash into Helen. So what you got to do is give them a defined area like you have. I'd put you out in the tram, Helen, and I put you out in the tram, and that gives you a lot of space, Emily, in the middle. Okay? So unless somebody is really wild. So we're going to walk the dog right now. You don't run the dog into the ground. You don't pull the dog's head off. You walk the dog. And most of them have dogs. Or they can walk a cat. I don't care what they walk. Could be a pig. Okay, guys, rock and roll. So Emily, you make sure you don't walk into me and hit me with that ball. Okay, I've got Emily. I'm sure Helen is cheating again. There's no way anybody can be that fast, Helen.
Walking the dog.
She must have a dog. She probably walks two dogs. Okay, Claire, are you there? Now, so see the relay. So isn't the relay good fun? And you can knock 10 minutes out of it. And this time it's a race, guys. We're gonna pick a winner. Well done, Claire. It's good height. Helen, I'm watching. It's a very small dog you have, Helen. That's Emily. Emily is a German Shepherd. Claire, I haven't made up my mind yet. It's a terrier, I think. So that's
Oh, excellent, excellent.
so you've got president when they're pretty proficient. You've got walk the now they won't all be able to do walk the dog. So they'll all be able to do what do you call it? The first one, egg and spoon. Maybe half of them would be able to do the keep it up like that. So for the ones that can't, there's another one. So you could flick this in somewhere. I'd say if you find a learning way to do it, what I do is get the ball and see if they run the ball around the racket. Okay, just like that. It's just very simple. It goes around. If they get around the shock absorber, even better. Okay, so that's another one. Will we try and walk up and down, Helen, with that? Okay. So are you ready, guys? All you're going to do is bring the ball like Emily's doing there. Run around the racket, Emily. Lovely. Now it looks simple, right? But if you're walking and keep an eye on the ball, that's that simple. So are you ready? Very ready for this one?
Whoa.
Guys?
Hang on.
Call them. We're like all around the world. Oh, that's another game we can do around the world.
Oh, super.
Excellent. Now she cheated.
No, I was not
Oh,
cheating.
for the first time she didn't cheat. It was great.
Oh,
I think she knew she was on camera. So, little kids, this is the great one. You can get them rolling. So, little kids, you start off with the first thing I showed you with the rolling, bringing the racket in. And if you find they can't do it, just leave them at the level they are. Say Helen can't roll it. Say leave Helen roll it. Say I can't go off my racket. And space them out. Because kids have a terrible habit of bunching together. Now I didn't do a warm, but we do a warm up because it takes a bit of time, knocks them out of it. Because you want to get them tired very quick. And if it's sunny, all the better. So what you do with the warm, you can put the rackets down, guys. The rackets up against the fence. And always give them clear instructions. Like, if you say down, they'll throw the racket. So I would generally say up against the fence. Or maybe it should be exactly, I don't know. So basically what we're going to do is, there's about 4 or 5 exercises. So the first one is a gentle, you have to do this one, a gentle jog around the court.
Yeah.
So that means not going 100 miles an hour like Usain Bolt, but going nice and gently, and you guys follow. Okay? Now, if they were a bit bigger, I might do an overtake, which is basically you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4, and I have them jogging. And say I go 3, 3 is to go to the top, right? And then 4. So if you had a group that were kind of mad, put them in a charge motion. Okay, so that's the first bit. Then you get them back and you do a couple of basic exercises. Now I always ask them, instead of me doing it, I'd say, Emily, do you want to do one? Helen, do you want to do one? And use the names as much as you can. Even have the sheet here beside you. Oh yeah, Joshua, can you do one? So you get about, if you have a group of 8, 5 of them want to do an exercise. So you got to say to them, it's tennis friendly. It's got to be like, it's not standing on your head or doing the plank or push-ups. It's got to be tennis related. You probably know some, Emily, do you? Tennis related exercises. Joshua?
For what then?
Just for warming up.
Long game.
Lovely. I did it at the end. Yes, good. So you're reliant to the end, right? So what you can do is get them to do jumping jacks. If I can't do run too much today, if I go forward, you got to go backwards. If you're going sideways, do it like tennis sideways. Across the head. You got that? You sure now? Okay, so you're the opposite to me. I go forward, you're back. I go right, you're left. And only come as far as the service line. Okay? Going back, you can go right back to the fence. Okay, so I just come up, you move. I'll watch you from here. So if I say forward, what are you guys going to do? There?
Very innocent question.
So if I say back, what are you going to do, guys? Forward. I want you first. See, you're not running now. So then, I might say forehand. Yes, that's a bit complicated. So keep it to the basics. Do the exercise yourself, and then let them see it. So forward, back, and to the side. And don't do it too long because they want to stay there for the day doing it. Do it for about maybe 3 minutes. And let one of the kids call the lines when they're a bit more in position. Because they're always, I want to call the lines. So maybe on day 2, you let Emily call the lines. That's it. Now, so that's a warm-up. Then you go into stuff and show them you put the balls for the younger kids. Now, there's another game called All Around the World. And do you know this, Emily? All Around the World? Joshua?
Running around the net, is it?
Lovely. Okay, so we're going to do that. Now, generally, you might have 6 on each side, right? So Team Emily and Team Claire. So, even though they aren't on team. So Emily knocks the ball over, Claire hits it back. Emily runs around by the right, Claire runs around by the right. Then it comes to Joshua, Joshua hits it, moves straight away by the right. Helen, same thing, right? Now, Helen's going to miss the ball. It's not how we get the ball. So what happens if Helen misses the ball? She loses her life. So you've got 3 lives, okay? And some will be cheating, like, oh no, I still have 3. You go, no, you missed 2. So you got to be aware of what they're doing, right? So Helen's missed 1, so you play on. Then Emily misses 1. You keep going, you keep running to the right. Ball is in the ground, you pick it up, you top it over. Are you okay on that? Yeah. Okay. We got. Give us 2 tennis balls, maybe in case somebody misses. Thanks, somebody. Right. So we'll have Team Claire is Claire and Joshua on that side, and Team Emily is Emily and Helen. So they're going to be running around the court. You'll enjoy this.
Oh, yes.
You got some great football. Right. So you're in for the next one. So guys, you got that?
How are you, mate?
It's in the service boxes. How you doing, Derek? How are things? We'll see you Wednesday night. So anyway, you get that guy. Stay in the service box. Once Joshua hits the ball, he runs around behind the last player there, and that's why it's called All Around the World. So you're moving the whole time. You okay on that, guys?
Yeah. Do you know the one thing about this game?
Yes.
You have to make sure they're way behind.
2 racket lengths.
I
I was leaving that
should
for you to
get
bring up,
fences.
Helen.
Yeah.
2 racket lengths, right?
Yeah.
If they're playing any game like that, and this is the first one they need it, now they'll go, oh, my racket's a different side, and it's just, as much, and they won't do it because they go, oh, yeah, I'm in here, and they go, 2 racket lengths, it's back there. Now, I got stand in front of you, Helen, right, because I'm not near the hitter, and the minute the hitter goes, I move up,
Yeah.
okay, because you might have a big line, and it might be hard to get them all 2 back. That's the idea, good spacing. And kids are really, when you put them on the line for exercises, they're literally in each other's pockets. And if they're related, oh Jesus, you know, they always want to be with the brother or the sister. Okay, you ready for this, guys? What side do you run to, sir? The right, perfect. Where do you keep the ball, Josh? In the service box, okay. Any questions, guys? Okay, I'm going to feed you, Emily. You're going to hit the ball back and run to the right. There you go. Lovely, and move to the right. To the right, Joshua. Good, good, good. That's it, Helen. Really good, man. Good job. That's it. Oh! Now, we're going to do 2 rounds. So Joshua on 1. Now, who's supposed to run down there? Josh, will you stay on that side to make it easier? Okay? Now, Jim will be huge. Should be there. Okay, you ready, so guys? All right, sure. Lovely. So now, make sure left and shoot right. Nice one, Josh. Good, Helen. Get the racket back really well there. Oh, good. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. It's curious. Helen, what a shot.
That was mean, Josh.
Now, you play a shot like that, they'll all want to do it a bit better. So you may say it's a good shot. Oh, everybody went for the killer. So you get the idea, guys. Now, here's the interesting one. Joshua and Emily are the last 2 players. So everybody else off the court, and see how this works. So I'm going to feed the ball in, right? Let's say you have 1 life each. This is it, it's all about competitive. So from the first ball, Emily's going to win. Play it like a singles court. Tram lines are out, where it's the whole court otherwise. Now, when you hit the ball, Emily, you have to spin around. So you hit the ball and you spin around like that, and you're ready for the next shot. When you hit the ball, Joshua, same thing. Now,
Can we do a demo?
Absolutely, absolutely. Joshua, I'm going to play you. Get back to Emily. So you don't run around the court, guys. You spin around. All right, Joshua. Lovely. What I like. Super. Emily goes for it. Go. That's your. Well done, Emily. Over again. So, that's all around the world. There's another couple of good ones. There's one called Roads. So, Ellen and Emily on that side. Claire and Joshua on this side. Okay, so waves. Yeah, you said it. You said it. So, everybody starts at the baseline. Play. So what I'm going to do is, Emily's going to put her hands, okay, onto their side of the court. It's doubles, the trams are in, okay? You rally it out, and if you win the point, you come up to the service line, okay? So did you get that, guys? You rally the point, the tram lines are in now because it's doubles, okay? If you win the point, you move up to here. If you lose the point, you move back 1. So obviously, if you're on the baseline, you stay as you are. You okay in that rule, guys?
Yeah.
No questions? Okay. Are you ready to start, Emily?
Exciting now, isn't it?
Oh, no. You only get 1 serve, Emily. So what's going to happen? You guys move up to the service line. Run up there. So it's 4 waves, back and forth. Now this time it's going to be Joshua who's going to knock it over. What do you want? Super. Well played there. That's, oh, Emily. Okay. So now, guys, you're at the net. Now, this is where we have to stop cheating. So trust that ball there, Josh. Now, what I do is, what do you think Josh is going to do with the ball? He's there, and yeah, he's going to hammer the ball. Okay. Well, if you can get him hammering the ball, yes, you can. I think he's going to just nail it. You know, or else he'll be really slight. Play a slice that comes back over this side. Yeah. So I changed the rules there. So it's not too easy. You have to hit the ball towards the service line. Put that beyond the service line. Put the ball here. Okay? So the guys get the point over the rest. Okay? And you get it. You move in. Then we'll back. Very good question. Yeah, sure. Stand here. Oh, not as easy as it looks, is it? Well done, eh? So now it's your shot, sir.
Can we move in?
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, good block. Come on. What a backhand. rid of, it's playing together. So doubles is playing together, right? So you're back and forth, or sorry, the singles is playing like this, back and forth. Joshua misses the shot. Somebody shouts live, I'll do live at the moment here, right? The minute it's live, it's a doubles point, okay? So the minute it's live, you try and win. You're together, right? You're trying to beat the guy. So Joshua's missed the shot. Still plays on. Two back to the line. So I know you might say every shot's live in tennis, but this is just kind of breaking it down. So you look a bit confused. So I'm going to go through that again now, right? Because if you're confused, can you imagine 12-year-olds? They'll be like, I don't tennis game, like, it's rubbish. Okay, so you're going to hit across the head. You're going to rally together. You can even count the strokes if you like. They're rallying at the same time. Yeah. So that's single. That's the singles part, right? And then when you miss a ball, Joshua, you probably won't miss it. When you miss a ball, Joshua, it's doubles. So Emily can step in and just nail it down the middle. Okay. So we do a couple of those now. So jingles, you start at the baseline. Helen is going to feed it out of her hand. You're going to rally. Oh, actually, no. We need 2 tennis balls. Have you on the ball, guys?
Here,
So
Josh.
Joshua, you hang on to that, and if you give Emily is that, right? So come in a lot, come into the service line, guys. Work your way backwards, okay? So, and it's cross court. Okay, Aaron, you're in a tricky position.
They can be back, we have to be in, is it?
No, that's great. All you do now is just start rallying.
So we can stand anywhere.
I'd say there, and I'd say Josh. Right. Either of them. I'm up. So you missed the shot, guys. I'll send guys.
Okay.
Now I'll talk you through it because it might take 1 or 2 shots. Okay, so when I say go, you go. So tap it over, Josh. Tap it over, Emily. Now, so you're rallying together. That's good. Helen with Josh and Claire and Emily. 2 lefties. I love lefties. Nice. Well done, Josh. So now you're trying to win them. Where's Helen gone? Helen, it's 5. We need you. Come on, Emily. You can get it again. So, that was unlucky. So, okay, you got the first one. That's great. Okay, now, Helen, you disappeared for a minute there. I think you forgot that when it's live, you're playing together.
No, I had to get the ball, I missed it.
That's okay, it's just gone. You play on. So once you miss, it's live.
That ball was gone dead, so
Yeah.
we only used 1 ball because we're
Yeah. So we, Joshua very correctly called live.
Sorry, I
So
didn't get
not
that.
at all. So when somebody calls live, you play as a doubles team as
Okay.
live.
Okay,
Because
so-
poor Emily could have used a hand there. That's
Yeah.
great.
Sorry, Emily.
You got it the right.
Can
Right,
we
you
do
got
it again?
right.
Okay, let's do it again.
Let's do it. Okay, live. Good luck, everybody. Well done, Joshua. So is it 1 on? Oh, it's 2-0. One more. So Emily gets right. So ready, guys? And same time, go. Love it. Good. Good, Helen. Good, very good. Nice one there. Okay. Again, guys. All right.
Can you do one more? One more.
One more.
One more.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, we just lost our ball, sorry.
We're doing well.
Here, Josh, I'll give you one.
Hi. And you see the way I've used it to line it out? Lefties opposite, lefties. Live. Whoa! You win 3-1. Well done. You. Pull you again. You can bet forehand. There, move back and forth. Shot is bouncing in front of you, you know? So you're kind of watching, like up with Tony from Nadal. You don't be out there chasing balls all the time. Tony used to be like this. Yeah, Rafa, put it down the side. So basically, you're giving them information. Again, try and get to know the names. Like Emily, you did really well today. You know, Helen, great stuff. You got a lot of short balls. Claire, it's your best day yet. Josh, okay. So you would have said good job.
You can prove for proof.
Yeah, and you know, they don't have to be world class, but kids love if they're told they're making progress. And as they're going, then they'll generally be smiling and say, "See Emily, bye Helen." And you know, you could say, "Geez, Jimmy, you were really good today. That was a big improvement." Like, but if you say to Jimmy, I don't say it to the whole lot of them, "You were really good. you were all fantastic," you know. So, and you know, it's a positive atmosphere for the kids. I always think when I coach, if they come in happy, that's great. But if they leave happy, that's more important, because that means you had a good session. You know, if they go out there saying to the mother, "Oh, geez, I don't do tennis anymore," I haven't had that too often, but it could happen. Now, what do you do if you get one muppet in the group? Emily's there and she doesn't want to play and she's fecking the racket around the place, and you know, generally she's away with the fairies, right? She's not interested. So you got to try and bring them in part of it. But if they're really disruptive, you got to have a chat with the parents and just say, look, you know, maybe Emily doesn't want to be here. You know, I only have that problem I think twice, and one of them copped on, and one of them left. So I think that was a good average. Okay, so again with the kids, some of them will wear runner or what you want to do with the kids is all they need is a runners and a racket. They can wear bin liners for all I care, it doesn't matter, but runners and a racket. Okay, so if they come along with sandals, you say, you know, geez, it'd be very easy to fall with sandals. Can you bring runners tomorrow? You know, and oh yeah, obviously if it's warm, say to the parents that or the kids, bring water and even sunscreen. Okay, now some of them are good, they'll get the sunscreen on before they come out. You can always bring a bottle with you if you like, if it's very hot, because they'll be under pressure, and just squirt it on their hand, they put it on. Now, never touch the kid, even if they get injured, right? So let's say Claire gets injured, she falls down. I can't go over to Claire and put a plaster on, but I can say to Joshua, if he's one of the kids, will you put a plaster on? Okay? And they put it on. It's a stupid rule, I think, because you know kids need reassurance. And all we can say to them is, Emily, you're okay. I hope Emily hasn't broken her arm. You know, you're doing fine, Emily, you know. It's not that bad, because ambulance, you know, so you're safe enough. That won't happen too often.
One of them does
they might
have a
get
bad
hit.
fall. Have
Get
you
them
got
off
the
the
parents'
board.
number or something to
Yes.
ring, do you know?
Now on these. Okay. Now some of them won't talk English, so that's where you really have to demonstrate. I had a couple of Russians a couple of years ago. Two lovely girls. They didn't know what I was saying at all. But so I had to show them every shot, you know, and then say, oh yeah, okay, that's great, that's it, and they do it. Always encourage the kids to practice in between sessions. And if they have an hour a day for a month, it's fantastic. So you've got to, what I used to do was I do before I do Monday, back on Tuesday, Wednesday the serve, Thursday the volley, and Friday the smash and the drop shot. Okay, now they might not be official with the drop shot, but you can introduce slice. You can say, look, on the backhand one, you just come under like that. Okay, slice and bacon or whatever. On the chopped end to the forehand, you do like that. Most people use this one. Like I saw Josh use it a few times there. You just come under it like that. You're really good. You can make the ball bounce to the side. Especially on a day like today. Okay, do you feel good about that?
Yeah.
You're warm up, you're dealing with the kids. You know, you never say anything critical of the kids. It's always complimentary. Emily, if you try a little bit harder, or Helen, if you don't talk as much, you can get a better shot. You know, safety is huge. Yeah, safety is huge. Where you make sure there's no rackets on the court. You don't want the kids falling. And as was it one of you guys said, if it's a real bad fall, if it's a small fall with kids, you can often say really quick, "Oh, it's okay, John, you're fine." Because you see it as a big injury. So John gets up and you say, do you want to sit down and have a drink of water? Always encourage them to bring water, because they'll all get thirsty. And now after COVID, nobody can share the things. Beforehand it was easy enough, they didn't mind sharing them, you know.
There's no little first aid box.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do we get
Oh,
that?
yes,
Did
first
anybody
aid.
give you those?
No, nothing like that. I was even saying it
So
to
if
my
we know
daughter, and
first aid.
she said you should have one in each room. Yeah, do you know where we could get them? Like, we really should have one of them with the boxes each.
Yeah.
Anybody know where you get the, do you know what's a big green box and stuff, right? We
I-
just have to basically bill it to the
I
parks.
think
So we need that.
don't chemist.
The chemist would have them.
Yeah. We
So
should
if
have
we all
them in
get one
case.
and just keep the receipt.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You okay doing that? So guys, you will get the money back, I guarantee it. So yeah, I'll get one. And as I say, make sure you've got plasters, you got the little alcohol white things.
Now, hold on, sorry, it's actually, we're not allowed to give out plasters. Some kids are, it's all not shown. We're not supposed to do plasters. Some kids are allergic.
Oh, well, allergic to plasters.
Honestly, that's what Anna told me.
Would they know
have
it?
to check with her.
Would they know it?
Huh?
Like, it's kind of stupid, because what if Claire cuts her arm and you
I
know
don't know what you're saying.
a plaster will do it? You know? That seems, I've never heard anybody getting affected by a plaster, have you?
No,
What about your?
but there is
Something
something
from,
about plasters. I
John
better
Wick.
ring her and I'll
Check it
show
out,
the
because that,
WhatsApp.
yeah, you know, because like that's the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Oh, one more before you go. One time we were playing a Mary, this lovely kid, really nice, you know, and the ball hit her bang in the nose, and then blood started coming down like hell. So I sat down beside her and I said, you know, are you okay? She said, yeah, I'm not too bad. And I was like, Jesus, what do you do now? Do you pinch the nose? What you do? You pinch the hip like that. Do you know, people say you shouldn't go back because the blood will go. So you basically get them to sit as they are and just pinch the top of them a little bit. Make sure they don't panic. That's the big
But should
thing,
they do
you
it
know.
themselves?
Yes.
You
have to
don't do it.
yourself.
You don't do it.
No,
you
no,
don't
they
do it
have
for
to-
them.
They just pinch it there, and that's kind of what slows the blood. And you don't look down and you don't look back. Okay. But they put it. As I said, other bangs, they get hit by the ball, they start crying. get them to sit down, have a drink of water. You'll be amazed how quick kids get back into it. So that's basically it. If you have any questions at all, put them on the WhatsApp, because Emily might be afraid to ask a question and Helen wouldn't. It'll be good, you know. So put them on the WhatsApp.
Or will you put
if
your
you
email
find
on
out,
the WhatsApp and I'll email you the is it on the WhatsApp?
it is. She put it on today,
And do
which
I
is
have
great.
your email?
I'm sure you do, because you sent me them back and forward.
Okay, and do you need those consent forms?
I probably will, but
I have the print. I